What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good night. Doing a really short stream. Just want to stay dedicated to my every other day. Decided to start throwing some paint colors into my sketch from last stream. Because as I said before, I like to explore color while I sketch if I can. So I started kind of crafting I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the colors for like a sickly kind of nuclear poisoned sky, you know? So I've been kind of messing with some of those greens and really bright lime yellows. Because to me there's something about those colors that feel very toxic, chemically, radioactive, I don't know why. So, just having fun. Let's see. I have a timer here, so I have to cut myself off. I have work very early, so it won't be a marathon stream today. Nonetheless, hope you're well. Glad to see you here. Just gonna paint for a little while. Alright. Right now I'm using the oil brush. I used to only use the gouache brush in this program, but recently I've loved they did an update recently to Clip Studio, and basically they upgraded the way their paint, or the way the color mixes on the program, and it's awesome. And I found that the oil brush feels the most realistic. So like, for instance, if I was to take like a really rich color here and then like another really rich color, the way they meet in the middle, very nice. That wasn't a good example. See that? See that? Look how good that mix is like that. It's really nice. So I like when I paint in real life, I like to mix on the canvas. So basically just color exploring. As you see, I come in with that dark blue I have picked, and I have to really sit there and press it in for a while before it overtakes the other color, and I like how that feels. With digital drawing, I stay on one layer, and I try to make the experience as akin to real life painting as possible, because that's where I have most of my practice. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in digital artwork, but more so in traditional medium, so I'm always chasing that traditional medium high when I'm using this. So I'm picturing a mushroom cloud right here. I haven't quite made it out yet. But get there. Just keeping it impressionistic, chunky on the clouds. I kind of want to go for that. Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How you doing? Quick little late stream. I have work early, so I wanted to stay dedicated to my every other day. I even have like a 45-minute timer off screen so I can cut myself off. But hope you're having a good night. I just started to start playing with some color. Because like I said in the last stream, I like to explore with color while I sketch if I can. Thanks, I'm still kind of deciding. I just wanted to start exploring some kind of sickly, toxic, nuclear kind of vibes. I don't know if I'm accomplishing it yet. I think what I'm really gonna go for more with the nukes though is like I kind of like the idea of going kind of like nuke / volcanic. Sounds fun. Thinking, why not 2 nukes, right? One like really far away, and then maybe another one closer. And the reason I think a volcanic situation combined with like nuclear would be fun. It'd just be cool to have the castle on fire. That's what I'm picturing. So that would be fun. Which, how's Arizona over there? What you doing? Well, it's only like, still only like 6 o'clock over there, right? Lucky you. Oh, damn, I forgot to press record. No, I didn't get that much done anyway. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool touch. These nukes are, they're really far away. just playing with that atmospheric perspective there. Thing is, though, it's sort of it's gonna like kind of push away the clouds a little bit, you know. So there's that. Making a little dinner, having a few beers, maybe a little something else. Just killing it. It's awesome. Decided to stream. Yeah, it just took me a while to get to it today, but I am definitely happy that I'm on too, even though it'll be short. Hey, what's going on, Beard Bob? My mic was muted, sorry. Good to see you here, the man, the legend. I'm doing good. I just wanted to start. I want to stay dedicated to my every other day stream, so it's gonna be really short tonight. I had a long day, got work early again, so just trying to stay dedicated and yeah. I even got a timer off screen here, so I don't overdo it. I wish I didn't have to get to sleep so early because I'd love to play some arenas with you. But I really gotta cut myself off this time. How goes a day in the life of Bob? How you doing, man? Oh man, making me feel bad, brother. I really, really want to. I really do. Oh, nice. The new Avatar live action. What's that? Like the Airbender show? When you say live action, does that mean it's like acted with real people? Oh, sick. So I decided here I'm gonna put nuclear bombs in the distance, and I think set the castle on fire with some volcano activity. So that's fun, at least in this version. I actually might paint it again after this as the final version, unless I like this one too much. Yeah, it's on Netflix. They've changed some things, but it's still really good. I'm only on episode 2. Oh damn! I feel like that's one of those things that like go either way, right? Like it could be really bad or really good, like depending on how they make it. Kind of thing makes me think of like, imagine if Dragon Ball Z was live action. I've seen it done a few times, and they were mostly really cheesy. I think I saw one that was like pretty semi-decent, but it'd be interesting to see a high-budget Dragon Ball Z version of that, huh? I did a few. I did a solo shuffle with. I had like a hunter craving. I don't know if you knew, but like the last few, last couple expansions, I mained marksman hunter. I just love hunter in general. It's like been one of my favorite classes forever. But I played a solo shuffle on it earlier, and I just decimated, dude, with like 80% green gear. I don't know what was going so right for me, but I went like 5-1. It was so satisfying. So there would be these giant pressure waves from a nuke. So I already kind of drew the sky a little bit wrong around it. So like now I'm gonna spend a little time trying to make it so the clouds in the immediate area are getting pushed back. And same thing with this nuke farther in the distance here, but. I was on a rogue earlier, my damage wasn't the best, but I kept up my CC and went 6-0. Sick, dude. Rogue skill cap is a whole different beast for me. Yeah, dude, rogues are like, to be honest with you, there's two classes I've never played in World of Warcraft. That's the Demon Hunter and a rogue, ever. Never even made a level 1. So if I was to want a new experience, I'd probably try a rogue. Probably be an outlaw rogue, because I like survival hunter, and marksman hunter, so. But, the other thing I wanted to say about that is, sometimes classes are like that, where like they're more about just making sure your CC is on point. And honestly, the Shadow Priest is a lot like that. I find a lot of times I get so melee trained and like decimated on my Shadow Priest that it's more about me just kind of getting over to the healer and triple CC chaining them, because Shadow Priest has one of the most overpowered CC chains in the game. You go stun, so you can guarantee your fear. You run up, you get the fear. And then at the end of the fear, you silence them. And if they trinket any one of those, you still have 2 more coming for them. So it's Shadow Priest has like some of the most brutal CC. I love it. But see, you're gonna laugh. The reason why I don't want to try Heat Demon Hunter is because it's broken. I like the Undertaker classes. I've always been that way. I hate playing the meta, even though I do try it sometimes. I'm not innocent of the meta, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to play a class just because it's like overtuned, you know what I mean? Because then it's like I don't feel like I'm winning. Like, I remember in Cataclysm, like Moonkin was so bad that like I remember I just had to main it. Like it's so much more satisfying to be that guy outside Orgrimmar playing the shit class and kicking people's asses. Run Demon Hunter, let's hit 25. Yeah, Demon Hunter ret. Honestly, dude, you're the melee god, man. You would wield the Demon Hunter better than I would. I think the dream duo would be like you on a Demon Hunter and me on like my Resto Shaman, just like pumping damn while healing you. What's their biggest damaging move now? It's not the hunt anymore, right? It's like something else. Does the hunt still hit as hard as it used to? Or did they like nerf it into oblivion? I have my, I don't even know. Huh. I have my DH70 with full honor gear, that's all I know about. Let's go Demon Hunter Hunter. The weirdest double DPS. We just like, just blow all our shit right at the beginning and hope we win. I just open up sniper shot and death chakra and full true shot, just rip. You just hunt, stun him. Is it really? Is it because you can bot me and shit? Because that, like, I love shit like that with Hunter. It really helps. Like when you can like have shit that keeps melee. Oh, Blessing of Freedom would be so good for Hunter. I didn't even think about that. You're right. They are very synergistic. You help me kite. Anyway, so they got a slight undersketch of the nuke here. It's funny, I've been thinking a lot of light to dark a lot more these days than I used to, because of all that watercolor practice I've had. Definitely changes the way your brain wants to like layer stuff. The other dope part about this nuke being placed here that I was thinking that I forgot to mention is that it's actually going to be cause for some really awesome rim light on this castle. Really make it pop. One thing I was thinking about. I think it's more like with a heal over threes. Yeah, I mean, you know, double DPS is often just like like try die, you know, full send or lose. You probably have, like, depending on the class, two resets at the most if you're facing a healer comp as a double DPS. Dude, there's so many people complaining about like the overcomplication of WoW right now, and I know I'm like super jaded on that because like I've been playing it since vanilla, so like the amount of different spells and like systems and add-ons and like talent trees and stuff, they like make me excited. But there's like people complaining about the War Within and how it's like gonna have like too much to it, and I'm just like, man, like it's the only thing these days that separates WoW from every other game is like its complexity. And it's very unfriendly to new players, I agree, but man, I don't know, it's a tricky one. I don't know the solution, but I definitely don't think it's like making it so people like babies can play World of Warcraft. Like, I don't know, like it's an old game already. Like, I don't think, you know, like make World of Warcraft 2 then, you know what I mean? Don't try to like, it'd be like trying to make old school RuneScape like, you know, like new school RuneScape with like, you know, without preserving the old. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, I don't want them to oversimplify it because it's why I love it so much. Yeah, dude, it's super high skill cap, and like I think there's not many games that like have the balls to make things at high skill cap anymore because they're so worried about making sales and having a high player base that they don't take risks anymore. Like the game industry is so fucking safe these days that it's almost boring now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I always said, like if you could pluck Arena out of World of Warcraft and make it its own game, it would be like the best game ever. Like if you take all the PvE out of Warcraft for me, like I used to enjoy it, don't get me wrong. Like I said to you the other day, I raided up to like Pandaria and then once again in BFA. But like if they could just take that out and make Arena like the main game, dude, that shit would be fire. There was actually a game they tried to do it with. I forget what it's called. Looking on Steam right now, I think it was called Arena of Kings. No stupid Azerite dump. Yeah. At least they have the gear system with right. Yeah, it's definitely the best there ever been. It's super easy to gear, like not too easy. It's like right at that sweet spot, I think, where you can send it, but like it's hard to get your main up, but then once you do, you can send it to all your alts. I think that's great. But right here, I think it's called Arena of Kings. I think they tried to make one. I'm not sure if this is the one though. It looks a little more League of Legends. I think this is the other one and I remember everyone jumped into it and tried playing it, but there was something like really unbalanced about it, I heard. Like if you're like rogue, you pretty much win every game or something. Best since WoD. WoD was the only bad because the PvP girl was so OP in PvE and the raiders complain hard. So is that like, it's been a while. So what, did they have, WoD was one of the ones I didn't play a lot of. I missed a little bit of Legion and a little bit of WoD, but I got all the rest. I came into Legion and WoD late, so I don't remember much from it. So you're saying that like, was that still in the times when they didn't like separate the two types of gear? I'm trying to find the game I'm talking about. That's interesting. See, I don't necessarily see a problem with that if the PvP gear was hard to get. But like if you'd get it in like 2 days and then immediately be viable in a raid, that's definitely not good. For PvE anyway. Steve says hi, loves the idea of painting. Awesome. What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother? Have fun and I love the art, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, brother. I always appreciate you hopping in, and I'm sorry I won't get to playing some games tonight. I really wish I didn't have to work so early, but lurking. Amen. Enjoy your lurk and enjoy Avatar. Much love, brother. Much love. But yeah, Steve, I'm leaning towards volcanic mixed with nukes, and I think that'll be a fun combo. Both are easy to tell the story, easier than like, you know, the other ones you need like a comic strip. I apologize if tonight's stream isn't that satisfying in the sense of its longevity, or you know how long it'll be. Probably not going to get much past the sky, but I want to keep the algorithm gods happy and keep, you know, trying to stay dedicated to my stream schedule here once again. Because before I was a maniac, I was like, I am going to stream 10 hours every time. Like, it's not sustainable. So, you know, as long as I hop on and say, hey, you know, I feel like I'm doing what I need to do, and then we can do our crazy ones when I have a nice free day. By the way, sometimes when I'm pausing for a second, the color picker's up and I'm checking out the colors, so I purposely took that out so the time lapse would look smooth. You'll thank me later. Give people epilepsy when you speed up and the paint picker is just like flashing on and off the screen really, really fast. I'll show you what I mean. Look, ready? I think it happens on the snail. Let me see. Yeah, so look, check this out, ready? So watch how the color picker like flashes on and off when I play this. See that? Today's prompt was a landscape. And like I know it's not the worst thing in the world, but it looks much better and cleaner when like that's not flashing on and off throughout the whole time lapse. So basically that's what I'm preventing right now. Timer's already up to a half hour left. That was quick. Just having a relaxing good time sculpting this nuke here in the background. Like I said, I normally just paint on one layer. I know that like I could like make my life easier by using all the tools, but it's just something very similar feeling to traditional medium when you just paint on one layer with a few brushes, and I enjoy it there the most. I honestly get better results. I think I end up making things look a little too plastic when I use too many tools in digital art. Other people are way better at it than me with all the different, you know, layers and like tools that they combine into making drawings, and I've used them before to have certain controls, but overall it's not even like a props thing. Like I'm not even saying that to just be like, you know, like, oh, like praised me because I only use one layer. It's just literally like explaining, because a lot of people ask, they're like, you know, what brush tool do you use, like, or what, you know, how many layers do you usually paint on, and so just answering the questions. The nuke here sort of like pushes up into this cloud, so I gotta kind of make that happen here. There's also this little mushroomy thing that happens. We're happy to see you for however long. Oh, thank you guys for hopping in. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'd even get any viewers right now, but at least it'll be there for y'all to watch after if you missed it. It is kind of weird how similar to a mushroom they look, though, huh? Like, what are the chances? Like, blow up a giant bomb, it looks almost exactly like a mushroom in some pictures. Nature tends to do that, doesn't it? There we go. It's pushing up into it more. I'm looking for like this sort of a shape into it more, like a. Have it go up into it like that, if you know what I mean. And then there's like this thing here. It's sort of like the structure of a mushroom cloud. Sort of trying to shape it into that, because there's so much updraft from this plume that it sucks in the cloud here, like that. There's actually a lot of, it really helps you to try to like understand how things work. It really does. It helps me a lot anyway. Because then you just think about the dynamics of something and not exactly how it looks. I feel like it's easier to do it through that than it is to like remember exactly how it looks. I've ranted about this before, but hopefully that makes sense. It's almost like there's usually white. I'm thinking like the explosion's down here, right? Or like the the explosion's here. So I'm thinking a lot of the light will be coming up and hitting the bottom of this ring. So that's kind of my thought process there. Basically just coming out here to hang out with you. I'm not really gonna finish much, but you know, here I am. I also, you know, like one thing that irks me is like if I go to bed and I've gone through a whole day without touching my art, it definitely bothers me. So I'm trying to stay true to that too. Make sure that I at least touch it once. Like yesterday was video upload day, so I didn't have to stream, but I still forced myself to sit down and paint, and it was only for like 20 minutes, but like I feel so much better that I did. And just from experience growing up, like I know I hate when I don't touch it. So I don't know if that's like a fanatical make sure I'm constantly improving complex, but whatever it is, it's there. Probably way more like white hot down here. So it was missing a little yellow. With nukes, there's also sort of like a thing that we won't see as good, because it's far away and a lot of the castle and the tree line and the horizon's covering it, but it has this thing on the ground that happens where it like pushes back, on the ground from left to right really violently. This, like I'm seeing like the top of it here, then it will sort of like kind of lift up towards the end here like that, if that makes sense. So you picture like you gotta like I'm always trying to picture the forces that are at play, and that really helps in drawing. Drawing with Force is a great book for anyone that wants to improve. It's one of my favorite books. Drawing with Force, there's 3 of them, but anyway. So I'm looking at forces like, so we have like this one going up here. Then we have this happening here. Those 2, and then there's forces going like this and pushing out from the explosion. And then obviously these forces here, which will affect the cloud. So there's a lot of different forces happening in a nuke. And you can actually look up, there's all different parts of a nuke explosion, and I have all different really specific names for it. And like I remember, I went through this because I was animating an explosion one day, and I had to like really learn how it worked. Glad you love the shockwaves already. They are far from complete, so. Yeah, it's very picturesque though. Just the nuke right in the background of Disney. I like where how it's feeling already. Be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go pee quick and refill my water. Here's a little time lapse for you. Oh, by the way, no discount code today. know I normally doing for watching stream, but I guess I gotta create a little demand, huh? I forgot, but I also had that thought too. I'm like, if I'm giving you a discount every single stream, then discounts lose their value, don't they? Because then you can just wait till the next stream. So, yeah, maybe I should take them away a little bit more, make a little more demand. I don't know. But, you know, I like to try to help you all out, buy art as much as possible. Anyway, be right back. Back. Ugh. Guess it's always worth coming on to say hi. Even if I'm not drawing much. I'm gonna, you know, like I'm gonna sleep peacefully tonight because I'm gonna lay down and be like, ah, I made progress on my art. It's like the most important thing to me in life. Hopefully so. The algorithm gods have given me some bones lately for staying consistent, but I hate that they like treat it like a 9 to 5 like that, but whatever. Easy to overdo the size of your brush, like make it too small in digital drawing, get too detailed. Always watching out for that. I also forgot to stop recording when I left. It's like I forget to start recording when I'm here, and then I forget to stop it when I leave. Still not mastering that yet. Yo, Kenny, what's good, brother? Good to see you here. Short one tonight. I just wanted to hop on and say hey. Add a few more marks to the recent idea here. And if you didn't know, we're taking Disneyland or Disney World, and we're destroying it with an apocalypse kind of a scene. So this is fun. Much more adventurous than the last few paintings for sure. I was kind of going through a lot of studies the last few paintings. I wanted to kind of learn some color stuff. I always kind of flop back and forth. But anyway, how you doing? Hope you're having a good night. What's up with you? Basically just been sculpting this nuke explosion. I've seen your last few paintings. They're awesome, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I've been heavy back on the traditional medium, and that's where I live, and that's what I belong. But like, I always get to come back to my digital and play on the playground because it's just a fun tool. I remember back in the day when I was learning to draw fiery things and like sort of like a campfire or like anything like that. I remember thinking like, oh, it's probably just like red, orange, and yellow, right? It's actually not. There's actually a lot more colors in fire and lava and magma, especially than I would have suspected. There's all these like really deep and bright magentas and pinks and weird ones, really in between the orange and reds and dark grays, and it's a lot going on in this fiery stuff. Definitely one of those color things that I've had to practice, and I'm still practicing. On top of that, this plume is a little more complicated than it would be if it was up here in the forefront, because you're dealing with a lot of atmospheric perspective going over it. So a lot will it'll look a little different, a little more muted than it would if it was up close. So I'm trying to figure that out. But anyway, how's life treating you, brother? What brings you here tonight? Hope you're having a good night. So glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. Unlike the last few paintings too, I am dialing the saturation now back a little bit for this one because I find with apocalyptic and scenes they feel a little bit more eerie and moody when they're a little more natural. I think because there's something about making an apocalypse look more real than cartoony that I think brings its effect a little bit more. Yeah, my timer's going up the last 4 minutes here already. I know that was so quick, guys. I'm sorry. I know you're just hopping in, Kenny, but basically I have work super early in the morning and I'm trying to stay dedicated to more streaming lately, so here I am, but you know, I have to cut myself off and get some sleep. I have to be up at 3 in the morning, so I'm pretty much just going to sleep for a couple hours. Crazy, right? Oh, of course. Here, 1 second. There you go. I sent it to you in chat. Hopefully you can copy and paste it from there. Also, if you go to my website, planetjokum.com, the contacts page from my website there will also send an email to me. So it's 2 ways you can reach out to me. Easy enough to remember. Good. Okay, brother, catch some sleep. Catch you later, bro. Thanks for hopping in. I'm sorry I was so short today. Caught you last second, but thank you. I'll do my best. Hopefully I can fall asleep within 20 minutes. Because I do feel kind of wired right now. But anyway, much love, and I'll see you soon, man. Oh yeah, sometimes it makes me feel delusional when I'm just like, if as long as I just keep working at it, something will happen. But then it also feels sane. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a coping mechanism. Just keep arting, and something will come. It's like I'm 31 and still going. Nothing's happened yet. No, I'm just kidding. So much has happened. I'm so grateful. It's being funny. I like to relay the thoughts that go through my head to y'all sometimes, just for sake of entertainment and conversation. How's your kitty doing? So he is still kind of the same. He hasn't like necessarily worsened, but we have him on some nerve pain numbing medication, and apparently what we think is that he's in a little bit of pain. We don't think it's arthritis, but we think he might have, like, from whatever's happening, he might have like fallen and injured himself. But it's hard to tell because it's really hard to tell because he's really a sensitive kitty. He doesn't let you he doesn't let you touch him or check him out. So it's like everywhere you touch on him, it's like you feel like you're hurting him. So I remember when like the vet was trying to check on him, it's hard to tell what's wrong with him. We're still trying to figure out what's wrong with him. We don't really know. But if he doesn't get better, we're gonna bring him in again, and we're gonna do some X-rays and some more blood work. He kicked and screamed. Oh my god, you should have heard the sound he made when he went in to get the shot or the blood drawn. Like, oh my god, it sounded like they were killing him. It was so ridiculous. Like, I've never heard a cat scream like that. So absurd. But he is an over dramatic boy. Like, he wasn't like getting hurt or anything. It's just like you can't even, he's one of those cats you can't even like touch his belly. He freaks out. So it's like, you know, imagine like 5 nurses around him that he doesn't know, and they're like wrapping him in a blanket, and you know he was just freaking the hell out. So we couldn't get this one particular blood test that we're gonna have to go back and get next time. So We don't really know. It's kind of, we're still on watch. He's not necessarily better, but he's still there and hanging in there, and he seems really, really weak and wobbly. So yeah, just hoping for the best. We don't really know. We're doing this medication, and basically, if it keeps going bad for another few days, we have to give him a sedation dose and bring him back in, because basically he was such a maniac that like they couldn't even, you know, we realized we have to, like, he's one of those cats you have to put under or put to sleep because he's just too much. So anyway, my timer has gone off. I've definitely developed this nuke a little bit, and I have to call it there because I am going to be a literal zombie if I don't. But thank you so much for hopping in. I love you, Steph. Love you, Steve. Love everyone else that's still here. And yeah, I will see you guys Monday. Tomorrow's Saturday, yeah. No wait, tomorrow's Saturday, so Sunday. And Sunday's not a normal stream day for me, so it'll probably be short too. But I'll find some time to hop on. But anyway, thank you for hopping in. Love y'all, and we'll keep chipping away at this Disney idea. Crazy idea. Anyway, good night. Good night, Steve. Good night, Steph. Good night, Kenny. Good night, Bob, if you're still there lurking. And see you next time.